Hey guys, it's been over a month now that we've been in this lockdown and this current situation in South Africa. So we thought we would give an update on how the cats are dealing with our presence at home all the time and us being around. I mean, the only time we can leave is to do some shopping, and that's only about, 2 hours out of the day at maximum.
Once a week.
Once a week.
So, as many of you know, if you follow our Instagram, Momo was quite sick a few weeks ago, and we brought him to the vet, and he was diagnosed with FIC, and that's basically an inflammation of the urinary tract, which is very common in young males, and it's usually stress related. So we tried different medications and so on and so forth, and we're trying to basically figure out what the source of the stress is. And our vet actually informed us that she's seen a lot of anxiety related issues in cats since the beginning of the lockdown, because cats are very routine based animals. So even though it's a good change because their humans are around more often, the change in routine can actually cause a lot of stress, which can then cause health issues, which we're seeing in Momo.
Yeah, initially I thought that they were quite happy to have us around. I mean, Momo hangs around with us non-stop. He's lying on Loretta's lap at the moment.
Which apparently is a sore point for the husband, because Momo doesn't do that with him. At first, the vet decided to put Momo on a painkiller, so she gave him a morphine blend that we inject orally, and unfortunately, and it's very uncommon, we do know that, Momo had a very bad reaction to the morphine, and instead of having a sedative effect, which it should have on most animals and most humans, it actually wound him up. So the first 24 hours after he came back from the vet, he basically didn't sleep, I think we calculated it out, for over 19 hours, and then he crashed and slept for the next 12, which obviously isn't healthy for any living being. So we continued the morphine because we had to, but it was in lower dosages, so then he did okay, but it definitely wasn't a medication that worked very well for him. It did help, he seemed better for a while, but then the problem with FIC is because it's stress related, it is a bit of a chronic situation where it can flare up every now and then, and a week after he had gotten better, he again started weeing a lot, and we started seeing the same symptoms. So the vet told us we should try to, instead of basically treating the FIC, we'll treat the cause of the FIC. So we got him a calming collar, and he's had this on for about 48 hours now, and he's doing very well on it. He is a bit itchy because he's not used to wearing a collar, but except for that, he is very calm. He seems to be doing better on the FIC symptoms as well. So we have quite some positive feedback for that for now.
And we'll give you an update on how he's dealing with the collar in about a week's time, see if he's all fixed up. The other cats don't really seem to mind that much. They just do their own thing. It's becoming winter now, so they're all coming we always notice that winter is coming when in the evenings they move from our feet up to our chests and stomach, and they sleep all on top of us.
So eventually in the middle of the night, I will be like pinned in place by the cats. And I was taught in my family, we've always had cats, and I was taught that the cat is king. So I will lie in very uncomfortable positions just to cater for them, which I know is ridiculous, but you know. But the others are doing well. We finally have sunshine now today, which means that all of the cats are outside, except for Momo, who's on my lap while we are recording this. The only disappointing part of the calming collar is that this specific one only comes in purple, which definitely does not go with the Siamese look. So we're gonna need to see if the collar becomes permanent. We will need to see if we can find a blue one to match his eyes. It's very important.
Along with us being at home and not having much to do comes the making of a lot of treats. So they've all been thoroughly spoiled as well. I think they're being fattened up for the winter a little bit.
We're also looking at more activities. We play more with them because we're around more often. I take Momo on walks in the garden because he doesn't enjoy doing that alone. So it's been quite interesting to also see their routine that we don't usually get to see during the day. I recently found out that 2 of my cats can climb one of the trees in our garden, and from the tree then basically walk along the boundary wall. Didn't know that was happening.
Yeah, and it's a bit of a challenge keeping them entertained. It's almost like having kids.
Really is, especially when they don't sleep and keep you up at night.
And we've been shooting a couple of videos of them doing these challenges, trying not to knock over stuff. Either our cats are a little bit dumber than the average cat, but they don't really seem to get the gist of it.
Yeah, we tried that domino challenge that's been all over the internet at the moment, and out of our 4 cats, we had one that was mildly successful, but also not fully successful. And Momo was basically like
He
a
kind
ball
of seems
in a...
to enjoy knocking over the dominoes instead of trying to get past them. But you'll see in that video whenever we do manage to put it up. We want to do a whole little series of challenges, not just one challenge. But all in all, I think it's quite nice having them around. The lockdown would be a lot more boring without them.
Momo's mom casually would prefer to stay at home all the time with him now.
Yeah, we're a little bit introverted, so we kind of like the whole working from home deal. We do hope that the lockdown ends so that we can get back to some other normal activities like going out to hang out with friends and that kind of stuff. But other than that, I think we're dealing quite well.
We hope everybody stays safe and, you know, keep social distancing and all of that. Make sure that your family stays safe, and we'll see you soon.
Well, we hope you liked this video. Please consider subscribing and let us know in the comments if there's any advice for lockdown stuff that you might have, or
anything you'd like us to do or you'd like to see with regards to our pets. And we'll see you next time.